The county issued a new software that allows you to look up permits. Unfortunately, it's a little more archaic and the process is a little daunting, so I'm going to create a video on how to do it. If you're just an average consumer, you have to go to HawaiiRealPropertyTax.com and go to the website, search record. Yes, I have an above statement. So you need to be able to either know the parcel number, the address, or some legal information. But for right now, this example, I'm going to go ahead and put in the property address. In this situation, I already had the property address in mind. But if you do have a property that doesn't show up, it does need a dash in the search. So that's how you do it. And then once you select it, then it'll take you to the property tax information and the county information. So for agents who have access to the MLS, you can also go through your MLS system, go search property, go to the TMK. As you can see, you have the tax information here, but you need to go further in to get the permit information. So here you go, just like the other way, it leads you to the same site and so forth. So we want to know about the permits and what is the status of the permits. So on this website, they don't really tell you. They used to have all the permitting information. It was really cool and it was easy to use, but now they've gone one step further, and now you got to go to the building division permit system that they just launched. So hopefully they'll integrate it somehow, but for right now, this is where. So it's going to take you to the county permitting process information, and now you'll come to this site. What I wanted to mention was you also need to copy this permit. That's one way of doing it, and if it doesn't have permit information, you can look it up by the parcel number or tax map key. So since we know that there's a permit, we want to see what the status of that permit is. So we'll go ahead and go to search public records. Now I do have to let you know the system is very archaically slow. As you can see, it just pulling the information just to get to that page, and go ahead and paste the permit information here, and then we're going to go ahead and search. Again, you can paste the parcel ID here and it will do the same thing. It'll get you the permit information, and here, as you can see, the permit number, applied date 2011, issue date 12, and then I finalized it, and it was finalized in 2019. So that's a good thing. It's the status is completed. It was a residential, and then again, there's the parcel number and the address. So you can go in a little further by clicking on this, and it'll take you further deeper in the permits. Now remember, that is just the building permit. That's the overall permit for the property. Now you can't get electrical permit or plumbing permit without a building permit. Now you can get additional permits for plumbing and electrical, but you have to have a main building permit. So again, it goes over the same thing. We want to make sure it's finalized. And there's another portion of it here. It says shows 100% completed. So that's a good sign. The permits are completed. You've got location information, fee information. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. Inspection. It also shows the different inspection periods. So the building pass, rejected, rejected, pass. So what you're really looking for is the final pass for the building. All these rejections, sometimes they have things that wasn't done correctly, so they have to go back again and fix it. The other thing is you want to find the plumbing permits. This is where you would find it. The plumbing, electrical, here again is the information for that. I don't know why it doesn't have the electrical permit, but again, you can't get a final permit completion if you don't have the, oh, I'm sorry, this is the electrical. Sorry, there was a plumbing permit and I don't know why that's not showing up. Let me see if it finds it. Oh yeah, that's so. Again, it's an archaic system, and I'm not very happy with it because you have to drill for the information when it should just say, "Here's the information right here." So overall, it's completed. That's all I care. The electrical or the sub, the plumbing or the remaining permits, it might be further in details, but you get the idea. That's where you can look. So let's just say, for example, you don't get a property that doesn't have the permits completed. So I pulled this up earlier for example purposes. This is a new build in Orchid Land. Here's the permit information. Now, it was issued and it wasn't finalized. Issued meaning it's still pending. So again, you can click on the permit. It'll take you to the permit section. Again, this system is probably developing more and more, so hopefully the new features get updated. And again, it's not completed. I knew that it wouldn't be, but you get an idea that this is what it would look like. And you can also look at the sub records, and they do have the plumbing and electrical permits, and those are also issued. So in this situation, I know that this property was not finalized, but I wanted to confirm, and that is a good way to double check the records. So hopefully the new system will get better, and hopefully this will help you figure out the permitting information for the property that you're inquiring about. Thank you for watching, and mahalo.